We have definitely felt the change in weather. It is cold out there. Here to help us stay warm, not broke, is Mike Ellis, Vice President of Operations for Atmos Energy. And Mike, it is good to have you back on the show.
Good to be here. Thank you, Amy.
Just guessing that the demand has definitely increased.
It has. It is cold outside. It's great weather outside.
It is.
Great
It's appropriate weather for January.
It is appropriate.
Of course, those 70s spoiled us a couple of weeks ago.
They did. They did.
Well, talk to me a little bit about some of the things that we should be doing at home to really help us. First of all, we're going to start with our thermostat and a good setting.
Exactly. You talked about staying warm and not breaking the bank, and that's it's really very, very simple. That starts with the thermostat. Everybody has a different setting they want to keep the thermostat at, but we recommend 70 degrees or lower when you're gone during the day. Set the thermostat down. Another good idea with that are programmable thermostats that are available today. It'll do that for you, do that work for you.
Technology has definitely come a long way in helping us conserve energy.
It has. Indeed.
And then the other thing you say is you want to, of course, keep that cold air outside and keep your warm air sort of inside.
That's the idea, and there are a lot of ways to do that. We're talking about, you know, keeping the warm air inside and the cold air out. Caulking around windows and doors, seal up the cracks. Insulation, it's a great time to think about having the insulation in your home looked at, especially the attic insulation.
Yeah, and that insulation can make a big difference when it comes to your heating bill.
Significant difference, yes.
And then you say you want to make sure all of your equipment is working properly.
That's probably the biggest tip I would have. Maybe even do it sooner than right now. We could have done it. It's still not too late to have a professional, have a heating contractor look at your system, be sure everything is working properly, because the last thing you want is for it not to work on the coldest night of the year. And other things you can do yourself, just like keeping the filters clean. We often forget about the filter, but keep the filters clean and changed often.
And those, of course, are very inexpensive.
They are.
And important to change. And you say, too, to be wise.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to just be smart. We talked about keeping the thermostat low, but other things like leaving the drapes open during the day, let the sun come in during the day and warm up the house for when you get back home. I like to keep the thermostat low and keep a sweater on. I like to dress warm in the winter.
Walk around with some extra blankets in your house.
That's exactly right. You don't have to do exactly that, but it's always a good idea to be smart about those sorts of things.
Absolutely. And then lastly, you also have like budget billing, which is a great idea for a lot of people.
That's exactly right. The weather is cold. Utility bills are going to be higher, but one way to help with that is to look at budget billing, rather from the gas company, the electric company. Budget billing is a good idea. It smooths out those peaks and valleys.
Absolutely. And then be safe. You want to be sure that you're doing what you can to make sure that you're heating your home in a safe manner.
Exactly. The most important thing. Just be smart about if you use space heaters in the home, be sure you know how to use them and where they are in terms of the relationship with the furniture, the drapes, that sort of thing.
Yeah, we definitely see too many home fires, don't we?
Exactly.
And you guys have a website, great wealth of information on the website, some great energy saving tips.
We do all these tips and many more at atmosenergy.com.
Because in the end, you guys appreciate when we conserve energy.
We do. We do.
All right. Well, it's great to have you on the show. Thank you so much. We'll give everybody your website for more energy-saving tips. You can always check out Atmos Energy's website. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
We're back with more right after this.